Anyway, but it is, again, it's Thursday night. Hey, bud, I know you're very happy man. And just wanted to take a minute to remind all of TK's followers and his friends that we do have our conditional use permit hearing coming up May 2nd. TK and his friends still need all of your letters of support. Please, well, first off, thank you to all who sent them in. Hi, baby boy. Thank you very much. Every single letter truly does make a difference, and we've been sharing them on our main page. Thanks, big guy. But I shared this on our main page as well, but one of the things our neighbors had said as a concern was barking for so many animals. And I just think it's important to continually share. When I am out here every morning, when you see the morning videos, I'm out here really early and there are no dogs barking. I actually live in the house right over there and the barn is right here. And I'm the closest neighbor that will ever be to all of these barns. And I never hear a dog bark in the middle of the night. And I think that really goes to how we take care of our animals. And that they're walked every day and they're socialized and they have enrichment activities. And when dogs are walked and you spend one-on-one time with them, it stimulates their brain activity. And so when they're in kennels and they go kennel crazy and they're bored and they're doing circles, that's generally when you're going to see dogs bark and screaming. So, you know, it's our last outs of the night. Our hours are 7 to 7. I actually do it a little bit earlier depending on my work schedule every day. But okay, TK is eating grass. Okay, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I know, I like your bow tie. But please, if you haven't sent a letter in of support, you can email planning@miamicountyks.org and cc info@alwaysandforever.love. Any letter to state why this homestead is so important and why this conditional use permit should be approved. Just write it from your heart. We've given some examples on our page and they've just been incredibly beautiful, so I can't thank you guys enough. But dogs like TK that people just ignore and override and say that their lives aren't worth it, that's who we love and that's why we do what we do. TK's been with us about 3 years now, I think. He's going to be with us forever. Just because it's easy to get comfortable, and when people get comfortable they forget that these dogs are rescues and you can't always assume that we're going to know what they're thinking and what they do. And so if there's ever a situation where we know a dog might have some type of trigger, TK is a shining star, incredible example of now he tours the country with Michaela, and she's actually taking Hercules to one of the training sessions that TK went to. I think he went there maybe a year ago, something like that. So we really are working on getting our dogs out and about, and everything that we do is investing in their future. Even if their future is only with us, we want to give them the very best life possible. And for those that aren't aware, okay, little privacy, sorry bud. For those that aren't aware, we are trying to get our conditional use permit to build more barns in the 40 acres that we purchased in the land that is pretty much directly right behind us over here. You know, our closest neighbor is obviously me, and then we've got some neighbors over there and some neighbors over there. There's a couple neighbors that are actually in support of us directly adjacent to our land, so that's pretty amazing. Even though what you see and hear in the media is pretty negative as to the direct neighbors with us, but you know what, that's okay. Their concerns are valid. We've addressed each and every one of them within our plan, and we still do believe that we meet all of the golden criteria for the commission to approve. So we have a really strong case. I think one of the most beautiful things about our plan is that all of the buildings we plan to build are going to be barn-like structures and farmhouses and just look like they fit in the nature of the setting, just like this little red barn here. So much of the peace that comes here is around the ambiance of the trees and the pathways and the creek that runs through the land. So we have no intention of disturbing that in any way, and I'm going to do everything we can to preserve it. But just wanted to spend a little time so that you could see TK at night and live in person as much as we can be virtually. But there's no barking right now. It's peaceful, and yeah, there's 18 dogs on this farm, And if our homestead is approved and when all the buildings are up at max capacity, there will be 230 animals, but they'll never be out all at the same time, and they'll always be walked in shifts. There'll be staff members with each and every group or dog, and they'll never be left in yards. But and I think the closest neighbor that we have, we're actually putting the feline facility over by that building. That way there wouldn't be any barking next to their land, which again, it's not even close to being close, but all the little things are really important. And a huge shout out to our architectural team and KBS contractors who really spent a ton of time and energy on making this plan be beneficial to not only us, but also our neighbors. So, okay, well, he's eating grass, and we're probably going to go on a walk. So, and if you see our good night videos with the sun shining bright, it's because the sun doesn't really set here till like 9 o'clock. It's gorgeous out, and we do put them to bed around 7 o'clock. But again, they get up really early, and their days are super full. I used to say, when I went into the office full time, my girls got less time than the dogs at the barn do. But I think that's kind of how everybody is at some point. If you work an 8 to 5 job, we fill their days with love and with joy and with fun, because we never know if they're going to have it tomorrow, and we're the only family they're ever going to have if not. So okay, bud, we're going to get in trouble for eating that. So all right, have a good evening. TK says bye. Thank you.